loved watching your content and your coursework coming through every day, because every time I see something come through from you, Chloe, it's just, I know that you're going to be able to change lives with what you do. And that's what
Thank you.
I'm excited most about, seeing your business flourish, because hearing about the success stories once they start to come out in your business, that's invaluable. You know, saving someone's relationship, helping someone through a difficult time is something that is massive. So well done, and well done for making it actually happen. Talk to me about when we first started, when we first had this conversation, and you know, just 6 weeks ago. Talk to me about where you were then compared to where you are now.
So I have been so fortunate and so blessed in my career so far that I have been able to be a bit of a free spirit and jump on opportunities as and when they've come up, which has been really great in lots of ways. And if any of my clients are watching, or ex-clients are watching, thank you so much for all of the love for the past decade. I really appreciated it. I've been so blessed. You know, I've been asked to do speaking or writing gigs, and I've kind of been able to be really flexible with it. But what that has meant is that I've realized in the past couple of months that I didn't really know how to give myself structure around my business, how to really be purposeful and proactive in my own business, because I've been able to kind of go along with what was happening. And since becoming a mum, that doesn't really work. You know, in the past, if I had something that I wanted to be working on solidly day and night for 3 months, that was fine. But with a baby, that's not going to work. So what the course, what I found so brilliant about the course, among many things, was the way that it gave a very clear, scaffolded structure and approach to all elements of the business, not just the stuff that I was very comfortable with already, but the stuff that I was probably shying away from, if I'm completely honest, the things that I was like, don't really like that side of things, not really my jam. And actually being confident and saying, actually, no, I do understand how I budget. I do understand how profit and loss works. I do understand accounting. I do understand invoicing. I do understand those things. It's really empowered me to streamline, to focus, and to get really to nut out, I guess, how a business from what that I'm in charge of actually can work.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? Because I think everyone has got that. You know, there's always going to be things that you're really, really good at and you feel really comfortable with, and it just flows. And then there's always going to be things that you're just terrible at. And I think that you've, you know, taken that on board throughout the whole course and said, you know, I'm going to learn this, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to understand it. And look, we don't need to be experts in everything. I don't understand a lot of things too, you know. I'll ask Daniel for help on a load of things because he's extremely knowledgeable in so many places in the business that I'm not. But I think what having a clear understanding of each step, and then actually knowing how you delegate out and automate out the things that you can't do, is so important to move you forward.
I mean, there were things that I didn't even know that I didn't know until they until they were coming up. So I was going, oh, that's how people do that. I mean, honestly, the level of resource that you provide, Emma, in the course is just extraordinary. Like, there were things that I had literally not even heard of. Like, I'd never even heard of Asana. Now I don't spend a day without it. So, you know, just there's so many things where, you know, Emma will give like a tip or a trick or a hint, and sometimes, you know, just watching some of Emma's content for 5 minutes, I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, sometimes I just thought, oh, I can't believe the hours that I have wasted doing this, when, you know, there's a little hack or there's a trick, and that's I guess the beauty of the course. You know, it's so directly relevant to mums in business, and because it covers so much ground, there's little tweaks all over the place that can really really boost everything.
That's awesome. What do you feel that about the whole process that you found the biggest challenge for you personally? What was hard?
I think in terms of content, probably I've mentioned it before, but I wasn't really all that keen on the finance and budgeting side of things. That really didn't come very naturally to me. it's not something that I've spent a great deal of time thinking about before. So I really had to spend quite a lot of time on those sessions, really going through, plodding through, and that didn't always feel comfortable. But having said that, I feel probably most proud that those are the sessions that I got through. So
yeah, absolutely.
I think personally, it was very difficult at various points in the course. My baby in the 6 weeks was going through his 8-month sleep progression. So there was about 10 days when I think I had, over the 10 days, maybe a total of 15 hours sleep. I was absolutely exhausted and kind of delirious. And you know, one of the things that's so beautiful about the course is it connects you to the Mumpreneur Club, which is a community of other mums doing the course at the same time. And having them there, having them be around when I was really low and really tired and thinking, I cannot do this, I'm falling behind, I don't know what I'm doing, having them boosting and saying, look, you've got this, you're fine, you've made it this far, take a couple of days, you'll catch up, we're here, you know, all of that has been so beautiful. And, you know, being able to have that close connection with you, Emma, and you say, look, you know, you will make this up. And obviously I did, because I finished ahead of time, which was great. But, you know, I think one of the things that's so great about the course is the way that it's structured by modules and tasks means that you know, you can sometimes bulk them up. You know, it's not like you have to attend at this time on this day, and if you've missed it, you're done. You know, there was that time, it was very, very difficult, and I wasn't really getting through the content at all. But suddenly he started sleeping, and then suddenly I was able to do mash out loads of chunks of content in a couple of days. So it was really hard, but I think the way that the course is structured kind of allows for those day-to-day difficulties for mums.
That's good. That's good to hear, because that's what we set out to achieve. And I think that as a mum, like, doing business in general is hard, right? But doing business as a mum is very, very hard, because you still got the same goals, you still got the same passions, you've got things that you want to achieve. And you know, a lot of mums, when they become mums, they lose their purpose and they want to regain that strength back, and they totally should. But you're right, like, you have days where your child is always going to be your priority now, and
of course
days have to go on the back burner, and you need to be able to jump in and go, okay, that was a week that I wasn't able to do X, but now I've got to pick it up again. And that's what helps me in the community as well. When I'm having an off day, I love that about you guys, and jumping in there and just saying, hey, like, I'm feeling tired today. I'm feeling tired, help me out, somebody give me something to push me back up again, you know.